It is time for our weekly Extracted recap. We are on episode 4. This week is all about who will sink or swim. But first, let's pick up where we left off last week. Some survivalists, they had their lanterns, got back to their camps, but some lantern went out, complete darkness. They're stuck in the middle of the woods, and they have to make the decision, do I just stay put for the evening and sleep it out? Do I risk getting injured by trying to make it back in the middle of the night?
And I was surprised that I believe it was Luke and RJ and Doug all slept, not at camp, in the middle of the woods with nothing.
Nothing. Not a light, not a star in the sky.
I was shocked they actually did that because I thought I would have at least tried to try to get to shelter, or if they had blankets.
I don't even know how you do that in the woods.
Yeah.
Like in a room, you can kind of scuffle around and feel, but like the woods, you're just in the woods.
But just imagine, I have gone camping and slept on the ground in a tent.
Right.
My back hurt for weeks after that.
Yeah. And RJ already has issues, with his back. Doug is older, and then, Luke actually got injured on the way back to camp.
So after the sun rose, RJ was not really excited about having to sleep there, and he kind of let it out on his family back at HQ. Let's take a look at this.
My knee still does hurt from last night.
Did you sleep okay?
No, of course not. Don't even know where he's at. Emotionally, sometimes it takes a toll. There's really no playbook for this game playing with your sibling, but we came here for RJ and his growth, and all we can do is put love first and keep going.
I know you guys want to win so bad. Urgency really was kind of just what's on my mind this morning. Been on my mind ever since I read that note yesterday. But I'm right there with you guys, but please don't forget that I'm an actual human being. I'm your nephew, your one and only son, right?
Yeah, we probably spooked him.
I was so sore and still cramping.
It's okay, rest.
When I'm ready to tap, you'll know. But as long as I'm fighting, I just need love and support too.
Oh,
yeah.
Hard to watch.
Not looking good, but there was that little glimmer of hope. Like, as long as I'm, feeling love and support, I can keep going. So.
And I gotta say though, the main challenge of this episode I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the raft making. So basically in HQ, the voice, the extracted voice, I don't know who that is even, says, teams, you must join up in groups of 2 to build a raft. It's a joint thing, except for one person was gonna be left out.
Exactly, so there's 4 teams of, 2 survivalists, I should say. And then there's just 1 HQ family and 1 survivalist left to their own devices and to be a solo team. So first they're like, okay, there are books scattered throughout about how to raft build, but there's only one that has the exact, replica that you should make. So everyone's, looking through the books. They find it, they announce it. I believe it was Roman's mom was like, oh, I have it right here. And they're like, well, that was really nice of you to tell us all which book it is, And then some people get a little greedy.
I gotta tell you.
Take a page out of the book, literally.
Luke's brothers, Daniel and David, decided to rip the page out and keep it for themselves so they could trace it for their guide to help them when they have to build the raft. Now, I was more surprised too that they didn't make a bigger deal of that. I heard there were people talking about it, but I was expecting more drama in HQ about the missing
page.
a
confrontation.
Yeah,
like,
at least a confrontation.
Hey, we know you took it. Share it with all of us.
But don't you think David and Daniel, they really know how to stir up the drama, though? Like, they're very aggressive when it comes to gameplay.
Oh, for sure. And they made a good point. We are here for Luke and Luke alone. Nobody else.
It's not extract and make best friends race.
Right. They are there for Luke and to get him through the finish line and that $250,000.
Yes. Okay, so they get the teams, and then, unfortunately, Summer is left on her own because remember they were going to partner, and then all of a sudden at the very last minute, it was
RJ's family was contemplating teaming up with Summer, but then Eric's family kind of swooped in, and Eric's family, remember his mom or family member was part of Survivor, so they're like, RJ and Eric should be paired up. That'll be a good pairing.
So Summer was left on her own, and I really like, though, that at least her brother stepped up this episode for her.
Yeah, I've noticed that there is tension between Summer and her brother. They kind of address that, but there's also a lot of tension between Roman's brother and Roman, and his brother is just mean.
They do not get along.
Yeah.
At all.
But I'm happy that it kind of resolved. And of course, it was like, all right, it's the pageant girl, you know, can she do this on her own?
And she does. So they get there, they have to build the raft, they have instructions. Here's what's hilarious, though. Eric and RJ do not pay attention to the instructions whatsoever. They have it
that
written.
were given to them to step by step, do this, use this, use that. Make sure it's in the water when you're making it and go forth. So what do? They ignore the instructions.
Completely.
They, you know, basically start paddling back to back.
Wait, let's act it out, Maddie. Here we go. So, they're like this, rowing against each other.
So then they're going in a circle.
They end up going in circles on the lake.
The whole time.
It is actually hilarious.
And HQ is getting so, their families are getting so mad. Like, who does that?
Sandra was losing her mind over this.
She was like,
So the goal is they have to get to this little island in the middle of the lake to get a crate. Now, the first team gets to pick what items they want. The second team, what's left. By the last team, though, it's an empty crate. So whoever makes it last doesn't get anything.
Get nothing. You spent all that time, effort, burned calories to get there and find out nothing. So it's Luke and Polly as one of the teams, Katie and Doug, Amy and Roman, RJ and Eric, and then Summer is solo. Luke and Polly are the first, and RJ and Eric, or excuse me, Roman and Amy are the last. So.
Yes, unfortunately, they got nothing. But I'm proud of Summer for getting their third, though.
She was third.
Summer got their third, which
Summer.
was great. So, anyway, they get some items. Again, I thought it was kind of random items.
Very random. Like a mouse trap, I get it, but like also no.
But what are you going to do with the mouse trap?
What are you
gonna eat the mouse?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who would really want a mouse trap? You know?
Like it
fishing supplies make sense, but whatever Saw Luke got, I don't know what that would do.
I don't either. But. So I was expecting, if you remember the preview from last week to this week, you saw, I think it was either David or Daniel saying, I thought he was in it for the last haul. So we knew somebody was extracted. It was a male.
It was a male.
We had different ideas of who we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Who did we think at first?
Well, I thought it was going to be RJ, just because of all the complaining about the achiness, the cramping, the everything. Like his body was shutting down. To be honest.
Did you
think it was Roman, maybe?
I kind of thought it was going to be Roman.
Okay.
Just because he's younger and it's, I don't know, just that mentality. But it turns out, and I kind of thought he wasn't going to ask to be extracted. He was just kind of like complaining a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point, it was like, oh, out of the blue. What's funny is Eric is basically giving his heart and soul. Sandra's not even in the room.
No.
Not even in HQ.
She's like, Sandra, Nina, please, I love you. I wish I could make it further. I just can't do this. And Nina's having a breakdown. That's her fiance.
She's crying.
Sandra's not there to hear any of it, which
Here's
honestly,
my favorite. I'm going to act out. I'm going to act out Sandra. Sandra walks in and goes, all right, hey guys, hey, what's up? Good morning, everyone. What's it? Wait, what? He wants to be extracted?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, please.
Caught out of the blue.
Hit the extract button, please. She's like, I told him I would not hit the extract button. So what happens?
And she didn't.
Nina and Sandra both go up.
They both walk up.
They plug it in, and Nina goes and hits, and Sandra just stands there.
And it cuts to Sandra going, I told him I would not extract him.
Yep.
And she is a tough Survivor player.
Uh-huh.
So, new episodes Mondays on Fox, but guys, guess what? We have a huge treat for you coming up.
Yes.
We'll be chatting with Luke and his brother David from Extracted, live from Kansas City. We'll get the inside scoop.
I just got chills.
I did too. I'm so excited.